Hi guys! In this video I'm going to talk a little bit about the way you can start learning a language. That is not an easy thing to do, and it requires a lot of determination and a lot of motivation and patience. But above all, I think it depends on your way of thinking and analyzing data. I'm not going to talk about theory or methodology or materials that you can use, because this is a part. This is a very important question, but it's not the topic of my conversation. I'm going to talk basically about the two different ways of analyzing data that people have, that I observed in my classes, that can help to determine how to start learning a language. Okay, so to start, I just want to say that this is only my observation, my point of view, and maybe you don't agree with that. No matter what, I'm going to express it, and you tell me if you think the same or not. So in my classes, I noticed that there are basically two kinds of people. Let's say analytical and creative. It's a very general separation. It doesn't mean that those who are analytical are good at maths and those who are creative can paint and dance. No. Basically, it's a differentiation between left hemisphere and right hemisphere. You know that we have two hemispheres, and usually people who are right-handed have the left hemisphere dominant and left-handed the opposite, the right hemisphere. And in both hemispheres there are different brain zones that are responsible for different things, analytical behavior for analysis, or for creative ability, improvisation, things like that. Well, I'm not sure if it's really related with dominant hemisphere, but I noticed that there are people who like grammar, like me, for example. So when they start the language, they need to learn schemes, tables, rules, and then they apply these rules to the speaking. So they start from grammar. They have to learn the rules and then to start making phrases. On the other hand, we have another kind of people who hate rules because they bore them, they cannot stand them, they fall asleep during classes. They cannot listen about gerund and past simple and markers and things like that, so they get really bored. But they like speaking, so they are very extroverted people, and they like listening, and usually these people can speak and they are communicative and they are very sociable. So for these people it's better to start from listening. So in conclusion, what I want to say is that depending on the kind of personality or, well, a way of analyzing data you have, I think you have to understand what's your type and base your starting point on that. So if you are an analytical person like me, you like grammar, you like rules, you like maths, for example, you like applying rules, then I think you should start from grammar, maybe from writing, constructing phrases. But if you are the kind of person that grammar is boring for you and you cannot stand it because it makes you want to sleep, then maybe you should try through communication. So you have to start communicating, and in communication you will learn vocabulary, you will understand the rules, although at the beginning you probably make a lot of mistakes of grammar, but eventually if you continue you will learn it. So in my opinion, that's the most important, because if you choose the wrong way, well, then it's pointless. I don't think you will get really good results. You have to understand what kind of brain you have and how you think. That's the most important. Well, that's my opinion. I repeat, I don't want to say that I'm completely right. Maybe I'm not. Anyways, I would like to hear what you think. Write in the comments, tell me if you agree or if you disagree, and if you have any other ideas about that. It would be very interesting to hear that. Thank you very much for listening, and bye bye!